He said he was cleaning up the streets, but all he left behind were bodies. Bodies of women whose names were almost forgotten. Terry Blair didn't just kill, he hunted. He watched, and he came from a bloodline of murder. Born in 1961 in Kansas City, Missouri, Terry Blair was raised in a home soaked in violence. His mother, Janice Blair, was convicted of killing her boyfriend. His brother committed a brutal homicide. Even his sister, a woman named Deborah Blair, was charged in a separate murder case. It wasn't a home. It was a breeding ground for rage. Terry's first known murder happened in 1982. His pregnant girlfriend, Angela Monroe, was found dead. She was just 21 years old. Blair strangled her during an argument and left her lifeless. He was convicted of second-degree murder and served 21 years of a 25-year sentence. Most thought prison would stop him. But for Blair, it was only the beginning. When he got out, the killings started again. Quietly, methodically, between July 2003 and September 2004, at least 8 women were found dead in the same Kansas City neighborhoods. All were black. Most were sex workers. Each one had been strangled. Police quickly suspected a serial killer was preying on vulnerable women, but no one knew who, until a pattern emerged. A maroon Chevrolet Monte Carlo was seen near several dump sites. Neighbors mentioned seeing a man who matched Blair's description driving it. Then detectives found a disturbing link phone records. Several of the victims had received calls shortly before their deaths. Those calls traced back to cell phones used by Terry Blair. The investigation escalated. Police launched full surveillance on Blair's home and movements. Undercover officers watched as he made contact with women who fit the victim profile. Eventually, they had enough. Police moved in and arrested Blair in September 2004. Inside his car and home, they found more evidence. Items linked to the victims, cell phones, and trace materials. Blair confessed to 2 murders during interrogation, but his tone was cold, almost detached. He claimed the women were ruining his neighborhood with prostitution, that he was doing the community a favor. But the jury didn't buy it, and the evidence didn't lie. At trial, prosecutors laid out the full story: a man from a family of killers, raised in chaos, who believed he had the right to decide who lived and who died. He was convicted of 7 counts of first-degree murder and sentenced to life without the possibility of parole. Today, Blair sits in prison, while Kansas City still remembers the fear that gripped its streets. The women he killed weren't famous, they weren't rich, but their lives mattered. Terry Blair thought he could erase them from memory, but their stories and their names still echo. Subscribe to Black Trace for more true crime stories they tried to bury.